So now we'll move on to the closing statements, and each candidate has 2 minutes to say whatever they would like. So we'll start with Julie. 2 minutes.
Thank you. Thank you, Elgin Octave, for inviting us to this event, and thank you for attending. One thing I just wanted to point out on revenue diversification is that we need to understand that some of the incumbents here voted for this revenue diversification, and that has increased overall tax burden on the citizens of Elgin. We need to take a careful review of that and, again, realign our priorities in budgeting, mostly on priorities of government, focusing them on law and order, infrastructure, and carefully define community and business activities. I'm running because I believe we have a right to effective, efficient government that serves you, the people, because you're paying for it. If elected, I will remind my colleagues in the administration that taxpayer dollars are not their money and ensure that we wisely spend each dollar with the citizen at the center of all we do. As your councilwoman, I will continually ask the question, what is local government for? What should it do and what shouldn't it do? I'll bring over 25 years of skills, experience, and education as a businesswoman to make that happen, because I understand the demands of delivering quality services at an effective cost. I've served as a board member of the League of Women Voters of Elgin, Women in Management of Fox Valley, and most recently, Elgin Octave, which was instrumental in stopping the rain tax and defunding the Elgin business license. I'm also a graduate of the Elgin Citizens Police Academy. Elgin must be open for business and make government accountable and responsive to its citizens. I've lived here most of my adult life, and I know our city has incredible potential. I would appreciate your support and your vote for Julie Schmidt for City Council on April 7th. Thank you.
Well, I also want to thank Octave and thank all of you for coming out on a Saturday night and listening to us give you our thoughts on the city. And I wanted to close, well, one more thing before I talk about this, and that is if you want to learn more about me in a very general way, my phone card is in the back. It lists my involvement in the community and how I've volunteered and been involved in this community for a long time. But I wanted to go right to where Chuck and Octave lives and talk about taxes, because that's, you and I have lots of conversations on the email, including some of the ones that I didn't answer in the questionnaire, and he and I have talked, and I'm going to try to answer those. But this is a part of our budget presentation that the staff didn't get to this year. It's called the Revenue Survey, and it talks about the bottom line. And I'm going to post this, because this didn't get out in all our council meetings regarding the budget, because we just kept running out of time. And there's a page called the bottom line, and we use comparable communities. There's a list in this report of about 25 communities, and we're trying to compare apples to apples. And the taxes on a comparable house from those comparable communities to ours, $26.56 for those comparable communities, $19.35 for us. So we're about $750 roughly less than those. And this report also goes through each of the property sales, utility taxes that we charge to run city government. And it's overall a pretty positive story regarding how much we tax compared to comparable cities. And it also points out certain taxes that we don't have, that a lot or almost all of our comparable cities do, like a real estate transfer tax. We don't have one. We fought that off when it came up. Going through this report, a vehicle license tax, that was removed back when the casino came. And we recently got into a position financially where we can wean ourselves off of the transfer from the riverboat to cover that missing tax. So I will post this on my Facebook page to show kind of the facts of where taxes are in the city, because I think that's important.
Thanks to all of you for coming out tonight. You don't have to be here, and it's great that you are. Thank you to Octave for arranging this, and to the church for allowing us to be here. Before I forget, my website is andrew4elgin.com, that's the number 4, or look for me on Facebook, Andrew for Elgin. I'm a mechanical engineer by training. I'm a small business owner in Elgin. I'm looking into buying commercial property in Elgin. I care about Elgin's future. I chose to live here. I will still be living here. And I want to see Elgin succeed. Reduce government in bureaucracy. Government should not pick winners and losers. I've already said this, but I just want to say it again. Make your own choices. That's what it's about. Yes, we have lower taxes right now than the other communities, but we're not having businesses knocking at our doors to that massive extent because we don't open it up and make it very easy for them. We're in a great location. We have a great city. Let's take advantage of that. I am part of the Citizens Police Academy Alumni Association. I'm part of the CERTS. I am president of the Southwest Area Neighbors. I'm the Thursday night captain at Food for Greater Elgin. I'm involved in the community. I talk with people and I know what's going on. And I want to invite any of you to come and talk to me anytime. I work over in the professionals building. I'm on the 5th floor, office 515. Come on down and find me. I will talk to any of you anytime. And I want to continue that, and I want to see us have our public officers able to be reached like that. I want to focus on public safety in Elgin. I don't want to focus on what can we do about our image, because everyone's going to have different views. If we open it up to businesses and they come in, they care about the image. That's how we're going to get things done. Private-public partnerships where we get the private end to pay for it, not mandatory, but where they choose because it helps them. Thank you all so much for your time, and have a great evening.
Well, thank you again, Chuck, Octave, and all of you that came out tonight. I think you should all pat yourselves on the back for being here tonight, because you're part of a very select amount of people that are actually even going to be voting in this election. And it's too bad it's that way, but we know historically it's probably going to be, unfortunately, a low turnout. So thank you so much for being here. I believe the taxpayers deserve a stronger voice on Elgin City Council. Whether good economic times or bad economic times, the city just keeps spending more and more. At the crux of our problems is the dwindling Grand Victoria Casino revenues, which are its lowest since 1995, its first full year in operation. We're still paying off, and with that, yet some council members are still spending like it's the good old days. We're still paying off a $40 million rec center that loses $800,000 a year and now needs $1 million worth of repair work. We also have an unfunded pension liability crisis that many of us have touched on tonight that's not going away anytime soon. Again, my name is Jason Dusenberry, and with your vote on April 7th, I'll give taxpayers a stronger voice on this Elgin City Council, and my information is in the back as well, and I'd be happy to meet with anyone personally after the event.
Thank you as well for coming out tonight. You know, when I joined the City Council 2 years ago, I ran a campaign of trying to restrain unnecessary spending. And that's been hard. Week in and week out, when I review those packets, I've tried to identify areas where we can cut back and make those savings. But frankly, it's been tough. It's been a small party that's been with me trying to accomplish that goal, and we've not won many wars. We've won a few battles, but not many wars. You know, some of the numbers that have been talked about tonight, I feel like they've been masked. You know, we talk about comparables to other communities, but what we also forget is we also have some very bad pension liabilities. We also have a lot of sewer separation issues. We also have a lot of capital projects yet undone. And so again, I think we have to be careful that although maybe we're comparable in what we're currently having for, you know, our tax rates, we still have a lot left to do. And that's because there's still some spending that is unnecessary. So I guess I ask you, when you go to vote this April 7th, you know, I think I've tried to do a good job of trying to bring these issues forward in a respectful manner, listen to residents, compromise when necessary, but I need some help. And so I ask when you evaluate the candidates that are up here tonight, think about what you want Elgin to look like in 10 years from now, and vote for candidates that will, a majority of candidates that will vote on behalf of you to change the direction of Elgin in the future. Elgin's got a bright future ahead of us. Let's not look at all the negatives. We've got some great potential here in Elgin, but we have to steer the ship and continue to steer the ship in the right direction. And for that, I need your support. So thank you again. My information is on the back, and I'd be happy to talk to you afterwards if you have any questions. Thank you.
I have extensive experience working with other communities, from city managers, attorneys, trustees, police departments, fire departments. I've also worked with county, state, and federal agencies. My type of experience will enhance the community with the new energy that I bring, because I understand what the people want and I understand what the businesses want of Elgin. I'm also very accessible because I run a 24-hour business. I get that call at 2 o'clock in the morning a lot. I'm a problem solver and I fix things. I do it well. I believe quality of life is what this entire thing is about. Who's going to represent the quality of life that you need, that you want? in Elgin. Jamie Helm, thank you.
First, I'd like to thank everyone for taking the time out of their busy schedules to attend tonight's forum. I'm sure there are plenty of places you would have preferred to be on a Saturday night, so I really appreciate you being here. I also want to thank Octave for hosting this forum, and although I did not choose to respond to what I and others felt was a poorly crafted and admittedly biased survey instrument, according to our moderator, I felt that it was important for residents to hear in person where I stand on issues, instead of getting a partial and potentially inaccurate picture secondhand. Over the next month, I will be addressing many of the issues that were raised in the questionnaire on my City Council Facebook page, as well as on my website at www.powellforelgin.com. I invite the public to visit those sites for more detailed information about where I stand on issues. You know, it's quite ironic that we are here this evening on the weekend of the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. holiday. One of Dr. King's last books that he authored before he died is entitled, "Where Do We Go From Here? Chaos or Community?" I believe this year's election poses a similar question for our voters. Do you want chaos by electing candidates who are short-sighted or extremist? Or do you want a candidate like me with a long-term vision to do what is best for the entire community, not just those who voted for me? I am a mother. I am a committed volunteer in this community. I've served on our homeowners association for over 10 years and been involved with several other organizations here in Elgin. During my tenure on the City Council, I have supported policies to ensure that Elgin remains a safe, affordable place with a high quality of life and excellent city services and a sustainable future. While Elgin certainly has its share of challenges, I believe that it has an even greater number of opportunities. The citizens of Elgin should vote for me because I have proven that I am willing to listen and that I make sound decisions. Thank you.
I want to join the chorus of everyone here in thanking Octave and Chuck for hosting this event, and to the church for allowing us to be here as well. And particularly all of you, I agree, we all have better places to be on Saturday night sometimes. Thank you for coming. You know, we've heard many opinions tonight and recommendations, including mine. I'm running for the City Council for the right reasons. I have no ambition for a higher office. And I promise to all of you, if I'm elected, that I will dedicate myself fully to improving the quality of life for all Elgin citizens. I truly believe in Elgin, having been here for 41 years. People used to ask me, why do you live in Elgin? I like Elgin. I believe in Elgin. I own a home in Elgin, and I'll probably die in Elgin. You know, I've seen many changes over the years. Some have been good, some not so good. But I know I can do better. I've managed budgets and negotiated contracts worth over $150 million. I have 40 plus years in the communications industry, both on the union and on the management side, so I've seen both sides. I have experience and expertise in budget, performance, and financial management, and I've held many other technical jobs. I believe, I know I have the savvy and the integrity and certainly the compassion to do a great job for this great city. I ask that you please take a hard look at my qualifications, and I respectfully ask for your support and for your vote. Thank you very much.
I have answered all the questions. I did complete the questionnaire, and I will attend all the forums. If you have any questions that have not been asked, please stay here and I will answer your question. I'm on the Facebook. I have a website with more information. My phone book is on the card at the back of this room. Please feel free and pick one up. I'm an Elginite. My campaign is about giving back to the community. I'm bullish. I was bullish on Elgin 30 years ago. I'm still bullish on it. I believe Elgin has a perfect location for success. It has grown a lot in 30 years, and so has its challenges. but those challenges can be turned into opportunities. We have a strategic plan, but we have to execute it with a vision. We have some blighted areas that we need to revitalize to improve Elgin's image and to reduce the poverty in the city. We cannot tax our way to prosperity. We have to look at the taxation and look at the income of every citizen. I believe that my background as a corporate attorney, as an engineer, and as a businessman will bring a level of professionalism to the city council. My goal is to use my experience and expertise on budget and financial matter to help Elgin grow and have a better future. If elected, I pledge to you that I will maintain quality of life, ensuring the same high standards as those afforded by the neighboring suburbs. Protect our tax dollars from being wasted